And I believe that we have our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, right now, all the way from beautiful Jakarta. Larry Pesavento, take it away, brother.
Thanks a lot, Tom. How are you this afternoon?
I'm doing
morning,
great, man.
I guess.
So, hey, listen, so what time is it in Jakarta right now?
It is a little bit after 10, about 13 minutes after 10. We're 11 hours away from New York.
Wow, you are.
We're actually 1,500 miles south of Hong Kong.
Okay.
And about 300 or 400 miles north of Kuala Lumpur and Bali.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a different part of the world, Tom. The average daily wage here is $65 a month U.S.
Wow.
But they put in food and everything, so it averages just about, with the food and the perks that they get, about $125 to $150 a month.
That's amazing, huh?
Yes, it really is. I mean, we're staying in a beautiful hotel, and I mean, it's just compared to what you pay in the rest of the part of the world, it's really quite cheap.
That's amazing, man. That is absolutely amazing. And
yeah, we're pretty lucky where we live. No matter what all the problems we got, we're still pretty lucky.
Oh, big time. No doubt about it. Now, let's see, so the weather there, you got some humidity there, right?
Oh, yes, it rains just about every day, but the weather is quite nice. It was about 85 today, but this is the springtime, so it starts getting warmer and warmer here. It's right on the equator.
Wow, that is so cool. That is so.
Yeah,
cool.
There's 12 million people here. The traffic is horrible. There's little motor scooters everywhere.
Yeah.
And the pollution is not too bad because of the rain, but there's nothing like Clearwater, Florida.
I'm telling you, man. I know.
Yeah, or Tucson, Arizona. That's for sure.
That's right, man. Okay, well, brother, we appreciate you coming on. We appreciate all the work you do, and take it away.
Okay, well, I'll be back home, this weekend, so that'll be good. We always like getting home. Anyway, we'll start out with, what's happening in the metals markets, because when we talked last week, we had those big reversal days, I believe, on Monday or Tuesday, and, I said 1 or 2 days doesn't really mean very much. They have to continue down, and we didn't get much of a continuation, so nothing really happens to that until we go below 1440 in the gold, and I believe 3900 in the silver. Then there'd be a possibility we have a pretty good correction. On the commodity front, we're having really big moves in coffee, and that's just been another one. But coffee it's exotic. Most people in the world have never tasted coffee. It's an exotic, just like chocolate. Many people have never tasted chocolate. The things that really count, are wheat, soybeans, which is tofu, soybean oil, and things like that, and also the rice is the most, edible food in the whole world. And the rice market is not really, expanding to the upside like some of these others. So the hyperinflation, scenario is still in play with the metals and crude oil and things like that, but the grains have really not exploded to the upside like everyone thought they would. It's still early because, the growing season is just starting. Actually, it's just the planting season. The growing season hasn't started yet. So it's interesting, what we have, going on over there. In the stock market, we've taken out the lows the other day of the S&P at 1305, which we talked about on the show Wednesday. And I wanted to clarify something. I had several people said, that I was calling for a crash that day, and all I said was it was 2 hours and a half into the day, and if we had taken out the 1305, which was the previous day's low, that there's a possibility that the market could have a flash type crash. And all I was referring to, there's so much high frequency trading is, and once those trends start rapidly to the downside, they accentuate very quickly. And that's all I was saying. I wasn't, predicting a crash of any stretch of the imagination at all. I think we'll get one of these days, but, to predict when it's exactly going to happen is, pretty futile. And they don't happen very often. We have some bear markets, but for a crash, and a crash is when a market breaks more than 20% in a 2-day period. That's what the definition of a basic crash is. So I would be reluctant to say I'm calling for something like that. If I call for it, I'm definitely going to put it in print and, say that this is something that could happen. I mean, I say, bear markets or bull markets, whatever, but a crash is a very it's an anomaly. It really is. They don't happen very often, and they catch a lot of people by surprise. We're in the type of market where we could certainly have that because we just touched a new record number of bulls over bears this week. And, that's one warning sign. The second warning sign we've talked about many times, and that's the number of new highs versus the number of new lows being formed. That's another major one. And so, there's several of these things there. And no one in the world thinks that we're going to have a double dip of any, consequence. It doesn't make any difference whether there's going to be a QE3 or a QE4 or a QE5, who really knows, but don't play for a crash, folks. That's just that's a exercise in futility. You're better off finding some really nice patterns that you can trade, and stay in them for 3 to 4 days or 3 or 4 weeks, and that's what you're really trying to do. So that's my suggestion about that. I'm not looking. I'm looking at a bear market here because we've had lower tops. We've had non-confirmation by many things, but as far as a crash, we'll have to just wait and see. Evidently, I was misinterpreted, and I apologize for that. But I didn't really mean that there would be a crash. I just meant that there would be a really sharp move down, is what I was referring to. So hope I set the record straight on that. And the reason for that is I've watched I've spent my whole life watching markets, and I know some of the technical characteristics of when these markets fail at key points, and that's all I was looking at that particular time. We have a key date coming up, of course, on
To celebrate our birthday, Tiger Metal Exchange is giving away gold bars, silver coins, and now we're giving away cash. That's right, extra cash for everyone who converts their jewelry to cash by April 15th. Just in time to help you with Uncle Sam. Did you know that most folks have at least $1,000 worth of unused or broken jewelry in their possession? It doesn't take much, folks. Only about 50 grams of 14-karat gold jewelry. Go to TigerMetalExchange.com and enter your name in the Let's Get Started section, and we'll send you one of our free gift boxes that contain all the tools you need to value your items at home. With gold at all-time highs, there's no better time to convert your jewelry to cash. We've increased our payouts to 82% of the market price for gold through April 15th. Our payouts are the highest in the industry. Our payouts are more than double our largest competitors, and we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Offer expires April 15th.
Direction Shares Leverage ETFs fuse the benefits of exchange-traded funds with the innovation you expect from Direction, providing investors with opportunities to magnify their short-term perspective, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. Direction Shares, ETFs to the power of X. To learn more about Direction Shares, click on the Direction banner on the front page of TFNN.com or call 866-476-7523. There is no guarantee that the funds will achieve their objective. The ETFs are not suitable for all investors and should be utilized only by sophisticated investors who understand short-term trading, leverage risk, consequences of seeking daily leverage investment results, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. An investor should consider the investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses of Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information and can be obtained at DirectionShares.com. Please read the prospectus carefully before investing. Distributed by Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Great Basin Gold is an international gold mining company with 2 producing mines in the world's most prolific gold mining areas, the Hollister Gold Mine on the Carlin Trend in Nevada and the Burnstone Gold Mine in the Wits Basin in South Africa. The Burnstone Mine is a low-cost, long-life, shallow mine that is a company builder, and the Hollister Mine is one of the world's highest-grade ore bodies being mined today. Burnstone offers a huge re-rating potential by producing in the 4th quarter, and Hollister represents a tremendous and very exciting exploration opportunity. With annual production of 165,000 ounces of gold in 2010, 260,000 in 2011, and 330,000 ounces of gold in 2012, Great Basin is poised to become a leading mid-tier gold producer. Great Basin Gold has resources of over 13 million ounces, exceptional organic growth